The Brian Gould Show features content from the internet and current events throughout the world. All photos, videos, names, and other content is for entertainment purposes only. Please don't fall asleep. It's rude.
Good Monday day. We are live, not from Joe's apartment. This is your host, Brian Gould, along with
Joe. Suey, cool.
Wow.
What do you say to that?
I gotta go back and look at this girl's face. Look at, oh my goodness
If Miss
gracious.
Piggy was a real person, that was her right there.
No way. Miss Piggy's
No?
a lot. Sorry.
Prettier?
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Wow. Do you think she was calling her relatives?
Oh man, that is a. For those of you that don't know, obviously that's that is a pig calling contest, and I don't know if she won or not, but
She took first prize in my eyes.
wow, that's an eye full right there.
And it's not a knock on her because I don't know if this lady's local or wherever she is. She might even be listening to the show. I do apologize. I think you're a very lovely
you're not
lady.
Apologetic.
Hey, I'm trying to be.
This was Illinois of all states.
I'm sorry, lady.
No, you're not.
No, I'm not. It's funny. It is. I don't care where you are.
Wow.
To hear a pig calling contest, it's funny.
I couldn't sit through one.
Let's call her right now.
No, I couldn't sit through a whole one. How many contestants, however many there are, 4, 10, 20. Could you imagine sitting through that?
That would give me a headache.
I ran out of breath watching her, and I wasn't doing anything.
She's all revved up, and it was incredible. I've heard of dogs looking like their owners, but
Okay, I gotta transition on to the first topic. Yeah, on that note, so I was scrolling through some info earlier this morning, yeah, and prison commissary has really stepped up over the last couple years. What you're able to buy while in prison, and these are the top items that I found. I did not know were available to the prisoners. The people that are serving 20 years to life.
Can I guess on these, or is this a list? I mean,
you can take a stab at it.
How many are there?
But no, let me just read them off to you.
Okay.
Okay. Seafood, and it's not none of the food that I mention is stuff that's frozen. Like they bring it in fresh and they make it and cook it.
Goodfellas style. Wow.
Yeah. So the seafood includes oysters, smoked clams, octopus, and surf and turf.
They get surf and turf in jail.
If you get exactly,
I'm going to jail.
I couldn't believe this list. I mean, if you got the commissary there to pay for these items, you are allowed to buy them. Cappuccinos, and the most popular one is French vanilla. Personal flat screen TVs, and you can buy warranties with them. Typewriters. A lot of prisoners buy typewriters because you're not allowed to buy computers. No computers are allowed. Makes sense. You don't want people hacking and doing online dating or whatever. Monopoly is amongst the popular items. And if you win at Monopoly, what goes good with a good win at Monopoly? Cigars. You're allowed to buy cigars through commissary.
Wow.
You can get a trim or barber shave.
Yeah, I knew that.
Timberlands, boots, the real, hip-hop-ish boots, you can buy those, and Crocs are popular.
Is that
It's bad enough you're in prison, but to wear those crappy shoes, I hate
I hate Crocs.
I hear that they're very comfortable, but I hate them. I hate the way they look.
I would never wear them.
No, they come in every color under the sun. I get the craze, but I just can't stand the look. They look stupid.
That's what's wrong with the system today.
Is it wrong, though? Is it really wrong, these guys?
Yes, it is, because you're in jail for a crime, and you should
not be allowed to live
comfortably.
No. Inhumanely, no, but not comfortably. I agree. I mean, going back to this list, I'm looking at it like the food part of it.
Seafood.
Wow. I mean, I guess
surf and turf.
But you can't take it away from them. It's food, and if they're able to afford to buy it, then why not?
And where are they getting that money?
Usually that's deposited by a family member.
So if you have a rich relative,
you don't need necessarily a rich relative. It could be a significant other. It could be a best friend. Could be a relative. Say, hey, if you put $20, you know what?
So if I was in jail, you'd buy me surf and turf?
I put $20 in your account, and if you spend it all on food, that's fine. Whatever you spend it on is what you spend it on. You're living comfortably in jail. I don't want to see anything, bad happen to you. But then again, the spin part of that, not jail, prison, you shouldn't be able to. I don't agree with all these items being available to prisoners. Like the TVs, okay, fine, that's not the end of the world. Typewriter, okay, you can type to your friends, relatives, loved ones, but like cigars, no. The barber shave, I'm sorry, I don't think you should get pampered like that.
It's not like they're getting manicures and pedicures.
It's close enough. Here's a
haircut. Well, gotta look good for Bubba over there.
Yeah, well,
Bubba might find you attractive.
Crocs, come on, Timberlands, no.
No.
Well, Crocs, actually, you know what? Crocs should be the official prison shoe. They look like crap anyway.
Like crap, yeah.
Monopoly, board game, I guess the board game's not. I guess looking at most of this list, it's not that bad. The cappuccino's a little over the top, but again, it falls back to the food theory.
Should be your basic things. Whatever happened to good old bread and water when you got thrown in the clink?
I don't know.
Now it's surf and turf, and I wonder if they have recliners. You can get a recliner to kick back and watch your TV, flat screen.
Crazy stuff.
Unreal. They make jail look too
comfortable.
Comfortable. Yeah.
I agree.
I'd never want to leave my jail cell.
Right.
Have all that.
Maybe that's part of the reason why they intentionally go back. Isn't it a high stat? Like 60 or 70% of people that get out of prison end right back up in it.
Yeah.
It's really high. I don't remember the number, but it is pretty high.
Some people live better in prison than they would out here.
And that's why a lot of them go back, especially the homeless.
Crazy.
So speaking of spending money, not super important, but just an interesting fact. So NASA is spending a crap load of money on experimenting with 65 different species or types of potatoes in a desert in Peru to see if they can grow a potato on Mars. Now, the desert that they're testing this out, and I'm going to hack this up a little bit, but I'll do my best. Pompeius de la Joya Desert. Sorry if I hacked it up. It's the driest spot on the planet. Beats out Death Valley, California.
So they're trying to grow something on the driest part.
The reason being, one, why a potato? Well, the potato is the only food source that can adapt to its environment and different climates. It also provides protein, iron, and vitamin C, and can even be used as batteries to power stuff. Now, if NASA finds that one of these species of potatoes works, they're going to put it in another test, an atmospheric simulator, to see if it'll even make the trip to Mars. Now, Mars has a surface temperature of negative 84 degrees. So that movie that Matt Damon did,
the Martian.
The Martian, how he's growing stuff.
Never saw it.
I didn't either, but they said NASA's saying it's projected to take about 10 years to figure out if this is going to be possible. So they're going to dump all this money, time, and energy into seeing if a potato can grow on Mars. At some point, can you see us living on Mars? Negative 84 degrees and a bunch of bubbles growing stuff, and what's the point?
What's the point? You're trying to grow potato on Mars, but you can't find water on Uranus. Go figure that out.
Oh my gosh!
I mean,
always a punchline.
Do we really need a potato on Mars?
No.
They're getting surf and turf in jail. Can they get a potato in jail?
Right.
But they can get it on Mars.
Right.
They're going to have the first ever McDonald's on Mars.
Something's... I don't understand it. I mean, I guess there's probably more details out there. I mean,
how much money are we wasting on crap like this?
Well, good thing that's not a government pushed program. Yeah.
Privately funded?
Yeah. Yeah, they're on their own.
Go have at it then.
Yeah,
if you want to waste your money doing that crap, go ahead.
I mean, they need government approval for sending stuff up in space, but
What's going to happen when that potato gets on that shuttle and it goes up? Is it just going to go and explode?
That's why they're doing the simulator test on it to see if it'll even survive.
As far as I know, you have to have water to grow something.
Right. Well, I'm sure that would be then part of the process to try to grow a potato on Mars.
No, we have better things to concentrate about.
Yeah.
More important things.
Well, it's their time, their money, their energy. So have at her. Hopefully in the next 10 years we'll discover if we can grow potatoes on Mars.
And who'd want to go to Mars?
The Irish.
Not me.
Irish are big potato people.
Are they?
Oh yeah, they grew up. I mean, that's all Ireland used to eat for better part of like 1400 years.
Can you get French fries on Mars?
Well, then it's not a potato anymore. That's a French thing.
What is that? How cool is that? I'm just going to Mars to get French fries, honey. I'll be right back.
You're a baked potato guy.
I am a baked potato guy.
You got potatoes growing out your ears.
Yeah.
Or ears growing out your potatoes. I don't know, one of the two.
I cleaned it out. I used to have taters growing out my ears.
So what do you think about this? Another interesting topic here is AMC, the movie theater chain.
I know where you're heading.
They're going to possibly allow texting during the movies, and they're going to figure out a way how to make it text friendly in their theaters. How do you do this? Does
texting bother you if you were at a movie?
If it's constant, it would.
It's a distraction.
But if you're distracted by it, like sit next to you, you text more than anybody else that I know half the time. And I get irritated sitting here.
What were you saying? I was texting.
Yeah, sitting here trying to watch like WrestleMania or watch whatever it is we're watching. I'm like, dude, phone face, get off. So I guess, yeah, it does bother me, let alone in a movie. Like, it's your prerogative. You're missing the movie, but don't ask me just what happened. Or 10 minutes later be like, what's going on? Well, get off your damn phone and watch the movie. They should have like a cell phone drop box as you walk in the door, as far as I'm concerned.
Have a texting area. The first couple seats in this area.
You know what? There may be your answer to how to make it text friendly.
Yeah.
The first X rows are for phones only.
Yep. It's only a distraction if you let it be a distraction.
Yeah, well, it's a distraction if you keep doing it next to me.
I would rather have that than somebody on their phone talking.
Oh, the last movie I went to, I took Mia. We went and saw
Superman, Batman?
Yeah, Superman versus Batman, or Batman versus Superman. And literally sitting right behind us, this kid, every time his phone rang, his phone must have rang 5 or 6 times throughout the movie, and he wouldn't pick it up after the first ring, or the second, third, or fourth. It got to like 6 before he'd answer it, and answered it, and was having a conversation. And at one point, I kind of looked back at him and shot him a glare like, really? And then I looked at Mia, I said, the next time he answers his phone, I said it loud enough so he could hear me, I said, next time he answers his phone, I'm going to get up and rip it out of his hand and throw it against the wall.
That's what I would have done.
And then a few seconds later, I heard, like to see you. And I was like, praying the rest of the movie, somebody call.
I would have got his number.
Yeah, somebody call, because I will punch this punk kid right in the nose and take his phone and smash it right against the wall in front of him and go away in handcuffs with pride.
Now, you've been to you go to movies a lot more than I do.
I watch a lot,
okay.
Yeah.
Now, let me ask you this. Is there anywhere in the theaters, and I honestly don't know this answer, I'm sure there is, but I don't know for sure, is there any signs that say...
Before the movie?
I know before the movie it says...
That's your disclaimer.
That's it.
Bit right on the screen. Shut your crap off.
By then it's too late, though.
No, you're sitting down.
You're already in the movie theater.
Whoa,
do it before you even go in.
Exactly, but time out. You get the disclaimer 2 minutes before the movie starts. Turn your phones off, and then the little roller coaster wannabe thing that they do, there's another shot to turn it off. How is it too late?
Because you're already in the theater.
And your phone's in your lap or in your pocket.
Have a sign outside of the theater saying you are not allowed to
have it on the big screen. It's right in front of you. Because you know what happens in the lobby where that sign is that you want posted? Mm-hmm. Then they go get their popcorn, and guess what? Oh, I forgot what I just read 30 seconds ago or 2 minutes ago on the wall. And then that's their excuse. Oh, I forgot. Versus 2 minutes before your movie started, 50 feet by 100 feet, plain black and white, says shut your crap off, and you can't remember that?
Oh, it's just a common courtesy not to have your phone on.
50 by 100 foot isn't courtesy enough? Screw that.
It's just a common courtesy. If you're that ignorant.
Mad kudos to AMC if you pull this off. If you do, you know what? You might have something there and maybe even do a little inbox to their customer service. If you're going to make it text friendly, make it the first X rows, first 3 or 4 rows, and that's it.
Yeah, nobody's getting my phone. If I'm walking in there, I have to drop my phone in a box or give it to somebody. You're not. I'm
no,
not,
I get that, but that's just me, man. For the ones that really abuse it,
have it in back of you. That way you can't see. The last 5 rows, last 3 rows are for texting.
I like sitting in the middle towards the back, not in the very back row, but I'm in one of those back 4 or 5 rows in the middle.
Yeah, but you're not texting.
No, but if it's back there, then it's by me and it's annoying me. I'd rather see you down up front, straining your neck, because you're not paying attention anyways. You're on your damn phone. Yeah, put those losers up front.
Yeah. Let that be a lesson to you. Don't ever text. I hate the people, and I get it. You'll go to a comedy movie, and if it's stupid, you get some of these people that just laugh out of the stupidest things. I hate those kind of people.
Hysterical laughs.
Oh, it's so annoying.
Got something wrong in between your ears.
Yeah.
It wasn't that funny.
It's not that funny.
Yeah.
Why are you laughing? Aunt Betty just got run over by a car. Why are you laughing? Because it was funny.
Huh.
Oh, man.
Do you know if you watch Titanic in reverse, it's got a happy ending?
Exactly. Exactly.
Well, over the weekend, I had to say farewell to my boy Kobe. He played his last basketball game ever and put up 60 points, and the Lakers won. Congrats.
And did you see who was there to shake his hand?
Everybody was there. Shaq was there.
Shaq. My boy Shaq. Give us a call, Shaq.
Yeah, you know what that's in regards to, Shaq, and we'll leave it at that. We'll hear from him, though, that's for sure.
Yeah.
But,
hopefully.
No, we will. On a scale of 1 to 10, I bet an 11 that he'll get back to us on that. But Shaq was there. A lot of celebrities were there.
They're making a big deal about Flea playing the national anthem. Did you hear it?
No, I don't care.
He put his own little twist on it.
And some people do.
People were up in arms
crapping
over
on
it. I don't care. It sounded like the national anthem. I recognized the tune.
Yeah, you know what? So, I take it as one of 2 ways. Either you can perform it the plain Jane way, which all the old timers know.
Right.
Or you can perform it the way that it's supposed to be, quote unquote, to an extent with your own twist. As long as the words are right, who cares?
Right.
Now, if it sounds
there was no words.
Horrible.
I didn't think it sounded that badly. He put his own.
I'm talking about singing him
like
Roseanne.
Like Roseanne Barr?
Yeah.
People were comparing it to that.
It
wasn't that bad.
I mean, if it sounds way off key and kilter, I get that. If it's off a little bit, but with your own twist, I'm okay with it. It's not a big deal.
Would you have booed Roseanne Barr if you had heard that?
I would have got up and got a beer. What are you talking about? Boo her. I'm not wasting my time. I know the words to the song. I'll go get a beer. Where were you and I at where we had to stand up for the national anthem and you were on your damn phone texting? We were at the DWI wrestling show.
Me texting?
Yeah, during the national anthem. Standing up, my hands over my heart. I'm looking at the flag. I look over to my right, and this Nimrod's on his damn phone. And I nudged you. I'm like, dude, Joe, phone face.
I was researching the words so I could get them right for the national anthem.
Oh, man. Get them right through your head with that phone. Speaking of texting, couldn't believe it.
I wasn't texting. Come on.
What, you looking up weather updates? What were you? Stock tips on a Sunday? I mean,
I never text.
Right.
Yeah, that's a habit of mine.
A habit?
I'm more of a texter. I don't like to talk on the phone.
No, that's fine, but there's a time when you're not supposed to.
Like now?
Like most of the time.
So you tell me I should put my phone down right now?
Yeah. Well,
Kobe.
Farewell, Kobe. Thank you for everything.
I actually watched part of that game. I'm not a big basketball fan.
I watched
and I stayed up
the
late
last
to watch.
2 quarters, and he
60 points.
60 points.
How does he score 60 points and walk away?
Yep, that was cool. That was really awesome to watch. I'm a Lakers fan, Pistons and Lakers fan. I like.
Where would you rank him as far as
2?
The greatest? He was Jordan 1.
Yeah.
And Kobe's 2nd.
Yeah.
Above LeBron.
Yes. You know what?
Above Magic.
Yes.
Wow.
I had this talk with a couple friends of mine a while back, actually with Grim and one other guy. And Grim, if you're listening, a little shout out to you.
Get well, Grim.
Get well, man. Kobe's got 5 rings. Magic's got 5 rings. Who is the better Laker guard or better Laker?
I understand where you're coming from, but
and
you have a good supporting team. It's a team effort. It's not just one.
Absolutely. No, you're right with that. You can't really say one's better than the other, but I think Kobe straight up one-on-one would defeat Magic in a game. Magic was a better floor leader, hands down, so that's what made his teams look better than the Kobe teams, because if you do Kobe, Shaq versus Magic and Kareem, that's one hell of a 2-on-2 game right there. But I think Kobe was the better basketball player, not the better leader, better basketball player. Now Magic made everyone around him better. He was a better team player, exactly. But as a straight up fadeaway jumper, game-winning shots, Magic wasn't taking those shots. Kobe was.
Different era.
Strip the era and the role players down around these guys.
You can't say strip the era.
But I'm just saying straight up better basketball player. Straight up. Kobe was better, but better for your basketball team would be Magic Johnson, hands down.
I agree.
Hands down.
I agree.
Yeah.
But yeah, as far as talent goes, I think Kobe...
Because Kobe mirrored his game after Michael Jordan. If you watch YouTube, there was somebody that spliced in Michael Jordan's greatest turnaround shots, layups, dunks, blah blah blah, fadeaways, exactly. And they spliced it in with Kobe, and Kobe mirrored his game right after that. It looks like you're watching Michael Jordan. Now the key differences is obviously Kobe doesn't have 6 rings like Michael, but Kobe went to more championships. He went to 8.
He had the better team. And that's that's hard to believe.
Exactly.
Saying that there was a better team than the Bulls.
Right. And ideally too, because the 3 teams that beat the Lakers in the finals, Boston, Detroit, and I think who was the third one that they lost to? They just lost to. He finally got his 5th ring after losing to somebody. He had been to 8 championships, 8 finals.
Wow.
And won 5.
Wow.
Now LeBron's been to 4, 5. No, LeBron's been to 5 or 6, and has only won 2. He's been there with Cleveland twice, and
would you put LeBron as number 3?
Miami. So he's been to 6 and won 2.
Would you put LeBron as number 3 then?
Not yet. No, his career's not been long enough.
Would you put? Now we have to say.
All right. Well,
would you
hold on.
put Stephen Curry up in there?
That kid's
phenomenal.
Leaps and bounds now, man. Are you comparing careers or just straight up at their prime one-on-one?
One-on-one.
Ooh.
One-on-one. I think LeBron could beat just about anybody. It wouldn't surprise me if he beat Jordan.
I don't know. I think that would be Jordan was the better shooter. He could shoot from pretty much any and everywhere. Straight up shoot, fadeaway shoot. LeBron's a little bit bigger, so down in the post, LeBron would dominate him.
Right.
That would be a good game. But Michael would break his ankles with crossovers and everything else.
I don't see Jordan stopping LeBron if he went to the rim.
No, agreed. Mike would have to beat him in a shooting game.
Yep.
He'd have to finesse.
Yep.
That'd be an awesome match to see.
Oh, that'd be a dream match.
Yeah, and that's where the Kobe and LeBron almost met in the finals. I forget what year it was. It was the Lakers ran into San Antonio, and San Antonio beat the Lakers. Cleveland had already gotten into the championship. They're waiting the winner between LA and San Antonio, and everyone wanted to see Kobe and LeBron in the finals. And San Antonio edged out LA, and San Antonio went on to defeat Cleveland in the championship. I want to say that was back in like 08, 09, somewhere in there. But Kobe and LeBron, like Commissioner Stern was like that,
that's
pulling for that huge,
yeah.
Exactly. You see where I'm going with that.
Yeah.
Huge money in that to see Kobe and LeBron, and it never happened.
Now go back to what we were just saying about Jordan and LeBron. Jordan is a lot smaller as far as physical.
Physique.
Physique to LeBron. What about Kobe? Kobe's smaller than LeBron.
A little bit, by a couple inches, yeah.
So you still think Kobe is the better player than LeBron?
Yeah.
I don't know about that. I think if he took Kobe to the boards,
Kobe in his prime
day.
had quick hands, man. He had quick hands. He'd be able to poke that ball away. It just, you really can't say one is ideally better than the other, because I think Jordan's the greatest player ever of all time, period, hands down. Kobe and LeBron, I think, if you say Kobe's better than LeBron, it's by a hair. If you say LeBron's better than Kobe, by a hair, that's a coin toss. And then it trickles right on down from there. Now, straight up, give the ball to somebody and let them shoot it from the half court, sitting in the 90th row, seat F, you give it to Curry, because he could close his eyes and just throw it. And,
Curry's phenomenal with those.
He'd make Larry Bird look like a joke.
He buried that record.
In a three-point contest, and Larry Bird was the man at three-point.
Yeah.
Curry, forget it.
Another MVP this year?
Yeah.
Yeah, hands down.
Yeah.
Hands down.
And after they lost that one game at home finally, and then they finished out the season, one of the players, I forget who it was, said after they broke the record of most wins in a season, that they were relieved to finally get that off their back.
Right.
Now, and this is what he said, now our focus is just to win the last 16 games.
Yeah.
Throughout the playoffs. And I was like,
funny.
Dang, that's remarkable. They focused on getting 73 wins throughout the season. They did it. Now let's just go win 16 more and get it over.
16 more.
And get it over with.
They had to beat somebody who they hadn't lost at home all year. I forget who it was.
They finally lost.
And they ended up beating them.
Yeah, they finally lost 3 games at home, I think. 3 total. Yeah, and that's remarkable.
Yeah. What a team, though.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody's going to beat them.
Only them.
Yep.
They could take a run at it next year and say, okay, let's focus on 74 and do it with the same crew.
They're a good
you know
team.
What's even more remarkable?
They're young.
Is only 9 teams beat them all season long. Only 9 teams beat them.
Yeah.
And nobody did it twice.
Right.
That's
where do you rank
unbelievable.
that team? Where do you
Number
rank that
1.
team?
Obviously.
Of all time?
Regular season, yeah, they hold the record.
Regular season, all time.
Yeah. You have to.
Man.
It's weird, unfortunate.
It's funny, but how many players can you name from that team? I named Stephen Curry.
Curry, Andre Iguodala. They took, what's his name from Cleveland over there now. He's on that team. Oh, I can't think of his name.
But point is,
Walton's kid is one of the coaches.
Is that right? Bill Walton's kid?
He was playing for the Lakers, left, finished out 1 or 2 more seasons after that. Luke, thank you. Yeah, he's one of the coaches on that team.
Yeah. See, I can't.
And Steve Kerr. And check that out. Steve Kerr's head coach. Steve Kerr was on that team, that Chicago Bulls team that helped Jordan win 72. So he got the record twice.
Yeah. I saw him. I heard him say that he never thought that record would be broken.
And
he doesn't see it being broken.
No. The only team that could do it is that team.
I just, is it that good of a team, or is it just Stephen Curry taking it and saying,
no, because they got that other kid. I feel bad for not knowing his name off the top of my head. I can't think of it. There's another kid on that team that's just lights out. He's 1 or 2 steps behind Curry, and he's just as good. It's just a good team.
I'm sorry, but in my eyes, there'll never be another Bulls team like when they had Pippen, Jordan, and Dennis Rodman, and that whole.
Well, okay. How about this? This for a casting crew: Kobe, Shaq, Gary Payton, Karl Malone, all on the Lakers. Go to the NBA Finals, and they lost. You know who they lost to? The Detroit Pistons. That was a tough series for me to watch. And you know who was on that Pistons team?
Rodman?
No. Who? This is like 6-7 years ago. All role players, just like Golden State.
Is that right?
4 out of the 5 starters made the All-Star team that year, but nobody could name their names.
Interesting.
Yeah, because it was a team.
So that's what you do. You assemble a team. instead of just building around one person.
Or two or three. The big three. You know, the formula was the big three for a while. Have three names. They had four. Karl Malone, Gary Payton, Shaq, and Kobe lost in the finals to a Pistons team.
Basically no names.
Right, a team.
Wow.
I mean, me being a fan, Chauncey Billups was on that team. Rasheed Wallace, Ben Wallace,
George Wallace.
Yeah. Rip Hamilton, and oh man, he had a really weird shot, real skinny kid. Can't remember his name. I can almost remember the whole starting five, but I say those names, you don't know who they are.
No. No. It kind of reminds me of there was a movie called Moneyball.
Yeah.
Where he assembled a team. He knew what players would be good at what position. He didn't look at it as, I'm putting together this
all-star
team. Let's get this guy to play this position, this guy to play, and it worked out for him.
Well, look at Herb that assembled the 1980 U.S. men's hockey team. Yeah. He picked who he thought was better at those positions that would mesh well, and we beat the Russians twice.
It's funny how people
once. Sorry, we beat them once.
See
the visionary,
and it comes together.
Unbelievable. Yep.
Man.
So kudos to Golden State for pulling off the record.
Absolutely.
And farewell to Kobe.
Go Golden State.
My playoff beard's still alive right now. We're down 2-1 to your Tampa Bay Lightning.
I see that one whisker.
Yeah. We pulled off a win last night. I don't know what's, like I said earlier to you before the show, what's worse, losing 5-2 or getting shut out?
Shut out.
Yeah, shutout's a little bit more important in my mind.
We couldn't get anything going against that goalie.
Yeah, Mrazek's the man for now.
Let's talk Stamkos for a little bit. Does he get traded next year?
He'll re-sign with somebody else.
So you think they'll get rid of him?
They won't get rid of him. I think he goes somewhere else, period.
We don't really need him.
No.
I don't want to see him go. I like the
Yzerman doesn't want to let him go.
Yeah.
There's a reason for that, and I don't know what it is.
Build a team around him.
Right, but you've been doing that.
He's not good in the playoffs.
You know what that echoes? A player that used to be on that team, kind of late in his Tampa Bay career, was Vinny.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot of people around in the area here were getting on Vinny's back and just really giving him a hard time. Like you don't perform in the playoffs. You don't perform against this team. Right. You don't. Hey, I'm a hockey player. I'm a professional and I'm getting paid and I'm one of the best on the planet. Go blank yourself.
Yeah, but we want to see a championship too.
Yeah.
You know,
well, we talked about that.
Do it, go, leave.
Yeah.
And I hated to see Vinny go, but look at it. I look back on it, and now, of course.
Well, now it looks better because he went to Philly, and you don't hear him anymore.
I was glad he was going to.
No, St. Louis was at the end of his career, and he was making a move because his wife wanted out of Tampa.
Yeah.
She was like, "I'm going to New York, and either you're coming with or you're getting divorced." Which is it? Well,
what a chump. See ya.
Yeah. And it worked out in your benefit because you got Callahan.
Yeah, we got Filppula. Well,
Filppula left Detroit to go to New York. Or to go to Tampa, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
He didn't re-sign with the Wings, and that was a huge hit for us because we could use him right now.
You're losing one of your boys at the end of the year.
Man. Pavel Datsuk's leaving to go home to Russia because he wants to finish raising his daughter.
His wife said, you either come or you're going too.
Yeah, more or less.
You're a hockey player. Suck it up.
Well,
get rid of these women.
Your job isn't as important as your family.
Family's overrated.
All right, guys. Well, we'll start to wrap this up. This is season 4. We took 2 weeks off. I needed a little bit of a break and regroup some stuff. I'm going to be doing a lot of things to the website. Go to briangouldshow.com. Some more content is coming. I'm going to be doing a lot more on the website. Actually, I got a big interview this Wednesday with a big celebrity that's going to be posted late Wednesday afternoon. I don't really want to tip off to him too much, but he was an Anchorman. He was in Step Brothers. He's been in a couple good comedies. I'm going to be doing an interview with him on Wednesday. Actually, I'll just say it. I'm doing an interview with Will Ferrell. Yes.
Will Ferrell,
yeah,
nice.
Yeah, and that
Ricky Bobby himself.
He'll be on. That'll be on Wednesday. And like I said, more content. I'm going to dedicate my Tuesdays to the top list. Tomorrow's top list
Top list
is celebrities that you didn't know were a twin. And then Friday's schedule will be movie review. So I'm putting more content on my website and YouTube channel, trying to get more traffic. And I want to throw this out. I tweeted about it earlier today. If you guys didn't see that on Twitter or Facebook, here is your how to get a free t-shirt contest. All you have to do is more or less refer somebody, I guess in a roundabout way. Have someone subscribe to the YouTube channel. They hit the subscribe button, shoot me a message, or inbox me, text me. There's plenty of ways to get a hold of me. BrianGouldShow.com. On the far right-hand side, all the social media buttons are there. Send me a message saying whoever it was that you referred, subscribe to the channel. First person to do that will get a free t-shirt off my website. I'll have it drop shipped right to your front door. Now, to view the shirts that are available, go to my website, BrianGouldShow.com. On the far right-hand side, there's a picture or an icon of a shopping cart. Click on that. That'll take you to my store. And take a look at the shirts. Once you find one you like, let me know, and I'll make sure it gets shipped to you right away. And it'd be really cool if you took a picture of it and sent it in, and we'll post it as well. So, once again, more or less referral. Get someone to hit the subscribe button on YouTube. As soon as they do, let me know, and pick out a shirt, and I'll get you a t-shirt. Free t-shirt, Joe.
Can't beat that. That's my favorite word, free.
Free. My favorite four-letter word.
That's right.
Besides money. But but the rule is to that, they can't hit subscribe and then you pick out your shirt and they unsubscribe. Don't do that. Let them hit the subscribe button and enjoy the show as well. So once again, thank you guys for listening in. Tomorrow, Tuesday, top list, not top list. Friday's devoted to movie review. Wednesday, big day Wednesday, doing an interview with Will Ferrell. That's going to be really cool. Can't wait to do that.
Man, I thought you said topless. Man, my mind was just going
I can't forget, man. I keep thinking of more stuff. How are we forgetting this? Fighting for a Cure 3. A cat named Mo's coming to Florida Pro Wrestling.
Cat named Mo from 102.5.
He's coming on down and joining Chris Q on
the rum.
Don't mess this up for this poor guy. Come on.
Sorry,
Rum
Chris.
Dreamer Show.
Rum Dreamer Show. Sorry,
Jeez.
Chris. I had drinking on my mind.
Yeah, you did.
But he's going to be joining Chris Q and the Rum...
Chris's show. Doing a live podcast.
Absolutely.
Sorry, Chris.
Sorry, Chris.
I think this guy's been drinking already, but
come on down.
Come on down.
You never know who might show up.
Yeah.
We are working on
a couple names
that
one for sure will be helping out. The other one will let us know. So
yes.
Thank you for listening in once again. I am your host, Brian Gould, along with
Joe. I can't get the name of that show correct for anything.
Longest
cool
name like Apollo Creed does from Rocky. Anyways, thank you guys for listening in. Have a good day, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow for the Top List show. See ya.
Peace.